Hi there, JB here from Rust, and we're at the launch of the Honda Africa Twin, the 2020 model. As you probably know better than me, more than one variety we have here, variation, yep. We have the Adventure Sports, the big beast, which this year comes with two principal variations, which is one with standard suspension, this one with semi-active suspension. Plus, of course, you have the option of DCT, dual clutch transmission, or manual. And then standard Africa Twin, which comes in two options, which is DCT or manual. There you go. And obviously colour variations. One other significant difference is this one, tubeless tyres, as you can see, because of the special little rims on this, whereas the standard comes with wheels rather much like last year. So that's what we've had, and we're here in Sardinia. So been that way and we've been that way, been all over. It's been 2 wonderful days of trialling these bikes, and big changes for this year, as we probably know, and part of that is the electronics package. And of course that's the bit you can't see. But you can see, of course, because there's a big screen on here, 6.5-inch TFT. And what this is bringing is an awful lot of adjustability in the electronic packages. And that's whether that's for the suspension, whether it's for the engine, whether it's for the traction control, whether it's for the ABS brakes. All of these things are, if not infinitely variable, hugely variable. And so you can tailor the bike very much to how you want to ride. So if you want to go super fast, you can have super fast settings. There is obviously drive on DCT. There's also sport, which has 3 grades to go with that. So what's really cool with these bikes is you do have that vast parameter. So it's not a narrow offering, very wide. And on top of that, the 2 bikes bring it even wider. So for instance, this bike, kind of like a sporty enduro bike in this context. This is your bike if you're really wanting to go off-road, you're a single dude who likes riding pretty fast but still wants to go touring every now and again. That's the one, okay? If you've got Mrs. B, she wants to sit on the back, you want to go touring, occasionally you want to go off-road, this is the one. This is the big tank, 24 litres or whatever it is, so you can go 500 kilometres at a time very nicely. Nice big comfortable seat, even the suspension, all of it a little bit soft, cushy, made for comfort before performance, I would say. This one, suspension settings, just that little bit firmer, really allow you to attack in a sort of fairly aggressive manner off-road. So I think what they've done this year is to better define the 2 options. So you definitely have a very defined off-road bias and a very defined on-road bias. The funny thing is, of course, this one's called the Adventure Sports. If you ask me, it's sort of adventure touring. And Africa Twin Sports, something like that might actually help people understand it better. But yep, really well done. I mean, again, we have a situation with Honda with these. We had the 1000 before and we have the 1100 now. They don't have direct comparables. You have your 1200s, your 1250s, your 1290s, and then you have 790s, 800s, 850s. They kind of fit somewhere in between, and they're so it's a sort of a flavour that you need to go and investigate. It's not something you say, yeah, if you like the KTM, get one of these. It's not like that. They're their own flavour, they're their own kind of bike, and they ride their own way. Very capable. And as we said, as long as you play around with the settings, and you've got to take your time. It's not a quick, easy find on these things because there is a myriad and you've got to work your way through it. For instance, there are no less than 14 buttons on the left-hand control panel. So, you know, I can only work with 3 things at a time personally, so 14 is going to take me many days. So that's what you get, you see? You have this option to make the bike yours. Yeah, I'm pretty much very happy with what they've come up with. I think it's an excellent bike. It's moved it on a bit. We know where the old Africa Twin was on price, in position, and now they're just a little bit more sophisticated. Of course, that's our fault, isn't it? Because we all asked for more. We said we love the bike, but can we have more electronics? Because everybody else has got electronics and you don't have. So consequently, you get them, but you've got to pay for them. So they're a little bit more expensive than they used to be, but they're a lot more sophisticated. And I think, again, credit to Honda for the work they've put in. They've gone their own way. They've created their own way of programming it and for you to interact with it. And it makes it, yeah, a very unique flavour. So, and really nice. Not a lot more to say, probably just as well because we're way over on time. So there will be obviously a really good report on this as against a really average audio, video audio thing. As you can see, I really don't know what I'm talking about. Check in Rust Sports and it'll be issue 44, and this is our headline act for that issue. So please go to rustsports.com and read things that are intelligent as against this, the opposite of. Ciao.